Hi, this is Dr. Pachenik, and I want to describe a little bit about the self-destructive tendencies in the Democratic Party. Number one, Biden is in very bad shape, physically and mentally. That's not something I wish upon him, but there's no question as a physician and neurologist, psychiatrist, that I could see that number one, he has a memory loss. Number two, he's had an aneurysm. Number three, he confabulates when he doesn't know what he has to say. He's disoriented at time, place, and person. His assistants know that. I know that. With the hospitalization of Bernie Sanders, what's happening is it becomes clearer and clearer that somebody in the age of 77, which is what Biden is right now, is in far worse shape than Bernie Sanders, who was a jogger and had a recent heart attack. So from the point of view medically, I don't think Biden should be the candidate. I think in turn, Nancy Pelosi should pick somebody like Elizabeth Warren, who's about 3 to 5 points ahead of Biden anyway. And secondly, we know that Biden had a major hemorrhage in his eyeballs and had a serious problem in his mouth and his skull a couple of weeks ago. More importantly, let's talk about Adam Schiff. We've talked about the fact that he was compromised in acts of pedophilia at the Standard Hotel with Miss Abramowitz. More importantly, there's another issue that came up, and I realized that he can be considered the new Stalin. What do I mean? Adam Schiff, from the year 2015 onward, was one of the key proponents and the major pusher of American invasion, along with Saudi Arabia, into Yemen. As a result of that war, we have hundreds of thousands of people who've been killed and starved. Wikipedia, in detail, said the following: 85,000 children have died just from starvation and malnutrition since 2016 to now. Children are dying at the rate of 130 children a day because of malnutrition. That doesn't include the 100,000 people who were slaughtered in the initial invasion when Adam Schiff personally provided the funds and the inspiration, the intellectual rationalization for our invasion of Yemen alongside of the Saudi Arabians. Our military didn't want to do that. Our military wanted to pull out. Our military intelligence said this is not the proper thing to do. Nevertheless, Adam Schiff in Wikipedia is described as the new Stalin, not by name but by action, because Wikipedia said that the starvation that's occurring now, the 130 kids that die per day from malnutrition, is the equivalent to what Stalin had done in the Ukraine in 1933 when 3 million people died of starvation. Then another 7 million people died in 1937 from starvation. If any of you people want to understand how Stalin had killed over 10 million people before the World War II, I suggest you see the movie Bitter Harvest. Let me say the following. When a party is self-destructive, when people like Biden and Adam Schiff are self-destructive, my job as a physician, as well as an intelligence officer and an officer of the Republic, is to make sure that you never come back to harm America. On that note, I wish you good night and good luck.